tryna get next to you, tryna get next to your body, oh yeah. Your love is too good for you, it's too good for you, oh yeah. I'm tryna get next to you, tryna get next to your body, oh yeah.
Okay, so you can tell by the title, not much needs to be said. We're gonna get right into it, y'all. Now, you guys make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, bro, because we don't have any teachers on this channel, so we do need a sub. Now, with that being said, we're gonna do a little showcase, and I'm gonna basically explain which of these characters I think are better. Now, the thing about Gojo that I like is blue and red. Now, these are both just really solid. Like, you can see the AoE on red, you can see the AoE on blue. Another really good thing is the fact that Curtain has a really nice, it's just really nice, especially when you combine it with red and blue. Gojo is probably like one of the best in the game when it comes to like clearing out a big group of enemies. Now, here's where his problem does lie. Hollow Purple is solid as well. Now, here's where his problem does lie. It's going to be when you're fighting bosses. The simple truth is, or the unfortunate truth is, that blue and red, as solid as they are, they're just not very good for beating bosses. And especially not Curtain. Curtain, for the simple fact that you get no iframes and you kind of have to get closer to the enemies. And that's going to be tough, making it tough to dodge like Akaza and really, what's it called too? The Mugen Train guys. So as effective as Gojo is, especially when it comes to like clearing out big groups of enemies, I just don't really like Curtain that much for beating bosses. And I feel like people who play him can agree that like just for clearing out bosses, it's just not very, it's viable, but it's not the best thing because the bosses do a lot of damage and you kind of want to dodge them as much as you can if possible. Now, that being said, I'm not saying that Gojo is bad for you Gojo fanboys. Gojo is still a legendary and he's still really good. Like I said, he's probably the best, like just clearing out a group of enemies in the game. But for taking out bosses, he's not that good, and that's going to be what is the most important part of your run. Now, let's talk about Zenitsu. So Zenitsu, Flash, it's not as good as blue, but it's going to do a lot of damage. Blue is going to affect more people because it's going to draw them in, but Flash is just going to be better, especially against a boss for like, you know, trying to get behind them and stuff like that when you see that red little shaded area coming. Now, sixfold. So sixfold, it gives you iframes, which is the best part, and it only has an 8-second cooldown. So those are going to be really good, especially for fighting bosses, because iframes are just always nice in this game. And iframes, if you don't know what that is, it's invincible frames. So basically it's times where you're not invincible. Now, the only move I don't like is Kimani, and that's because it's not bad. It does a lot of damage, but it doesn't allow you to be as mobile as I would like. If you had a lower cooldown, I would like it, but that's going to help you when you're trying to clear out a big group of enemies and doing a good amount of damage to the boss. Now, his best move, of course, is Thunder God. So what Thunder God does, you get to do all that, and you get speed afterwards, which is going to be hella solid against any boss in the game, but especially Akaza. So just because of that, and because of Flash being able to let you get behind bosses and sixfold having iframes, I will say that Zenitsu for beating bosses is better, but Gojo is probably just overall, like just for clearing out a large group of enemies, he's better. Still, both characters are solid. As you can see, Kimani has an 8-second cooldown versus Gojo's Curtain, which has a 20-second cooldown, but I mean, other than that, you know, they're pretty much the same. They're similar in terms of damage. I just really like the speed that you get off of this because that really helps against the bosses. I wish it made his cooldowns go away, but other than that, I mean, you can't really be mad at it. So, the verdict, Zenitsu is better for killing bosses, but Gojo is better overall. But with that being said, that's pretty much it for this video. If you like this video and want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe, comment, let me know what you want to see next. And with that being said, it's your boy Dyloh, and we out.
No more, she swallow with all of my kids in the tummy. Wanna take off on the jet land in London. I cannot stop this money, keep on coming. Put the banana in her mouth, she a monkey. Drippin' since a young and never been by me. Spinning out cause niggas never had nothing. Like a wife, niggas sleep with that money. She my hoe, but I fuck on her buddy. Up an early nigga sippin' that money.